Back to my YouTube channel. This is Devanshan, and in this video we are going to learn how we can add animations to our native Android app. Okay, so this is the Android app, basically a demo app I have created. Okay, so over here in the main activity, what I want is I want to simply add some animation. Okay, or what you can do is you can simply add that animation in a splash screen. Okay. Splash screen is a activity or a screen which appears for a few seconds and it disappears. Okay, like you might have encountered this when you were like using other apps like let's say when you open Twitter, there you see the logo of the bird. Currently it has changed, but earlier it was a bird logo. So the bird logo shows, and after a few seconds, like 1 to 2 seconds, it navigates you to the main screen, right? So similarly, you can add this animation on your splash screen. The process remains the same. I just want to show you how you can add animation to your main activity. Okay. So for that, for adding animations, we have this lottie files. Okay. So you can come on this website. I'll leave the link in the description. You can visit from there. Let's say we want to add something like cartoon. Okay. You can simply search for anything like if you are creating a banking app, then you can search for bank and then you can get the related images of bank. Okay, like cash and deposit and stuff. So for now I have searched for cartoon and let's see what we get. So all the links will be in the description. You can simply check out from there. Okay, so yeah, they also have some amazing like loading animations, so you can also have a look for that. Okay, so like suppose you add this bot and you want to basically like when the user clicks on this bot, you want to do perform some actions. Okay, so you can add this as well. Cool. So for as for now, let's add this owl, or maybe this I can add. Okay, so this astronaut. So simply click on the particular animation that you want to add. Okay, so the process remains the same for any other animation, right? So I basically want to use this animation. So what I'll do is I simply click on this download button, okay, on the top right corner, and you have to simply click on this lottie JSON. Okay, click on the download button and click on the lottie JSON. So after clicking on the localization, this will basically download some JSON file. JSON basically stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Okay, so you can open this particular file which gets downloaded in your okay in your file explorer. So here goes our file, which is this, and we need to basically now our next step is to paste this file in our Android Studio, basically to include this file in Android Studio. Before that, we have to do some stuff in Android Studio. So let's come to our Android Studio, and over here, what we'll do is we'll have to create a raw folder for that. Okay. Um, so basically, come to your resource folder, and why do we need actually let's discuss why do we need raw folder. What it is? It is basically a folder which gets included in your APK as it is. Okay, without further going into any pre-processing. Okay, here you can keep pictures, videos, and stuff which you do not want to be pre-processed. So right click on this and basically right click on your resource folder. Okay, right click on your resource folder, go to new, and then visit Android resource directory. Okay, and click on Android resource directory. So now this opens, and over here in the resource type you have to select raw. Okay, this is very important. Mark my words, on in resource type you have to select raw. Okay, you can simply change the name of the directory or keep it default as raw. Okay, no worries. And then you have to simply click OK. After hitting the OK button, you can see in the left side our empty raw folder gets added. Okay, so now we'll be basically pasting copy and pasting our JSON file in this raw folder. For that, let's visit our file explorer, and over here, let's say this was our animation which we wanted to add. Okay, so just simply copy this and come to your Android Studio and paste it over here. You can simply like right click on the raw folder, okay, or you can like simply click on that and press the Control V button. Okay, so on doing right click, so I'll simply say paste. So after pasting, it's taking a bit time. Yeah. So after pasting, it will show you this prompt. Basically, it's saying if you want to rename your file or stuff. So some things to note is like try to give a very simple name, right? So let's say just astro.json, okay, and then simply click OK. If you, it's your wish, okay, if you want to rename it or not, it all depends on you. So you can have a look. Our file has got added in the raw folder. So it is opening. Actually, one more app is actually running. So my this app is too running. So my PC is a bit slow, because of which. No problem. Okay. So here we have astro.json. Okay. So yeah, in the raw folder. And if you want to add like 2 to 3 animations, then you then feel free to again perform the same step like pasting it inside your raw folder. You don't have to create raw folder each time, okay? Separate raw folders for separate animations. Simply next time if you want to add a second animation, download its JSON file and paste it inside this raw folder. After doing that, we have to basically add a dependency, okay? So I'll give you the dependency in the description. You can simply copy paste it from there. Okay. Uh, Let me search for this. They have a GitHub repo. Okay. Um, lottie files dependency. Okay. So here is the GitHub repo. I'll simply give you the directly. I'll mention the dependency in the description, so you don't have to visit this repo and find out it. Okay. So here in this repo we have this dependency where it has gone. So you can have a look like how beautiful animations are these, right? So yeah, this is our dependency, and one thing to note over here is that our Lottie version is 6.1.0. Okay. So let's add this dependency to our build.gradle file. Open your build.gradle in the, sorry, in this, okay. And in the dependency section, simply like add this. You have to add this dependency and hit the sync now button, okay. After your sync is completed, then we have to write some code, okay. So just come in your like main activity, sorry, file and split it, okay, basically to open the code section and write open your arrow brackets and write L with L capital Lottie Lottie, okay, and Lottie, okay, you'll get the Lottie animation. So it's up to you what you want to keep the width and height. So as for the tutorial, I'll keeping it as match parent, height and width as match parent, and there are some other attributes, important attributes, okay, now which we need to mention. So the very first attribute is raw, basically raw resource, okay. So the first recommendation is lottie underscore raw resource. This is basically the resource this is basically the reference of the JSON file or the animation you want to show. Okay, so as we know, our JSON file is inside the raw folder. So what we do is we always use at the rate, and then it's inside a raw folder. So we'll say at the rate raw slash your particular animation name astro. Okay, And after that you want to play this animation, you basically want to auto play this animation, right? So you don't want to basically play this animation when a button is clicked or anything. So you want to autoplay it. So there's a property name as autoplay. So lottie autoplay. You can make this property as true. And also, like once this animation has completed, then you want to actually play it in loop, right? So you don't want to stop want this animation to stop playing after once it's completed. So for that, there's a attribute loop. So you can say lottie loop as true. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much. So this will basically uh, set our animation. So you can perform like you can add as many animation in your app you want, and simply try to design it according to your need. Okay, so the main focus, I'm not basically going to tell you how to constrain or how to basically design it, because like okay. And one more thing, like we are using constraint layout, so we need to constrain this view, or I can simply like remove this constraint layout and I can use linear layout. Okay, and when we use linear layout, the by default orientation is horizontal, so we need to change it to vertical, right? Yeah. Cool. So we are done with this, and I'm not basically covering how to constrain stuff and what is this linear layout constraint out in this particular tutorial, but you can definitely watch my Android playlist for that. Okay, I'll be uploading some more videos on this animations and stuff. So feel free to subscribe my channel if you do not want to miss, and if you're interested in creating these animations. Okay, so I'm basically attaching the output of this. Okay, basically how it's looking on my real device. Okay, thank you.